Deborah Koff-Chapin, I'm so honored that you will be with us again this year in Expressive Arts Egypt Festival in the third edition. And we were so lucky to have you last year, and I'm so happy that you agreed to be with us again this year. And touch drawing journey have been such an inspiration last year, and I can't wait for much more people to be inspired by the amazing work that you do. So please take us into a little journey of exploring what is touch drawing and what does it mean to you, because I know that it's a lifelong journey that you are really dedicating your work towards.
Thank you. It's so great to be here, Aisha. And I love all the energy that you're doing to collect people all over the world around the expressive arts. What I have is, I'm going to show you, because it's much easier to show the process than describe it. There we go. I'm going to put my light. So this is a board, a smooth board, and I have rolled ink already out. This is actually oil paint. And so I've already rolled it out, so you don't need to take the time watching me do that. And then I take a sheet of paper. I have a big pile of paper next to me whenever I draw. And the simplest beginning is to touch the paper with your fingernails, your fingertips. This is why it's called touch drawing. So it's a gesture. I mean, just the gesture of our hands creates through touch a mark on the other underside of the paper. And the power of touch drawing comes particularly in the multiple drawings, that it's not a singular image that we're working on, that each drawing is a stepping stone deeper into our body, soul, and psyche process. And so I lay this one aside and I roll out the paint. You can see there's a little mark there where the paint was picked up. So I roll it smooth in between. It's a wonderful rhythm. And then I lay another sheet down. And to show you the range of possibility that you can, just the simplest marks on the paper abstractly are really powerful expressive gestures, and that also it is possible to create full expressive symbolic images with this process. Right now, I am focusing on my face, so I would call this drawing an inner face. It's like looking in an inner mirror, and I'm drawing, I'm sensing eyes and energy around my forehead and nose.
So it's
And this
as
is
if
to
you're
share
shaping your face and the muscles, and from
yeah, right.
sensation you're bringing
And
them
sort of
out of the paper.
the energetics. So like I'm focusing on around cheeks here. And the thing is that what can happen is so many different faces that express maybe different qualities. So it's not always a personal face. It can be an archetypal face. You can move into very deep levels. Maybe what I'll do here is lift it so you can see.
Lovely.
So there is the possibility to go from, the freedom of no attachment to what I'm drawing, just touch. So people who feel really uncomfortable about creating art, which there's a high percentage of the population,
Yeah.
you just say, don't worry about making a picture, just touch. and see what it feels like and draw from a sense of feeling. And the feeling itself is part of the experience, the feeling and the expression through our fingertips. And the fact that there are multiple sheets of paper, multiple opportunities also helps to take the fear factor away.
Yeah.
So that you're
It's ruining the painting.
the
Yeah.
perfect paper,
Yeah.
what am I going to draw? And
Yeah.
then people get tight,
Yeah.
but people get more relaxed, and then natural gestures start flowing, and then surprising ability to create images of meaning emerges. Is very, I mean, every time you do it, it's going to be different. Sometimes it'll be very inspiring. Other times there'll be some pain that you release. There's just each session, each time you do it, it is different. And the power is in just staying with the series and being real in every moment and just trusting yourself. So it's a practice of trusting your inner sensations and inner wisdom, really.
Beautiful. And bringing your creativity out, because I believe that there is no human that isn't creative. Like we are all creative, but we have some belief systems that were seated somewhere in our journey, either that someone told us that we're not creative enough or we compared ourselves to others. So it's a very good process I saw in the experience that we had with you last year of coming back to our creativity. And even artists who might say that I have a blockage through my creativity, it's very awakening to that life force of creativity within each and every one of us.
Yes, it really is. And that's what creativity is. It's access to the life force, the
Exactly.
creative force. And that's a reason to do it. We've also been taught that the only reason to do it is certain professional,
Yeah.
applications. But the reason to do it is to be alive and to be, a vibrant human
Yeah.
being. And all creative processes help us access that part of ourselves. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love the history of it. I love how
Yeah.
it all started from a very simple gesture that you have experienced. So can you just take us to the roots of touch drawing?
Very briefly, I have slide talks and things that go into detail, but very briefly, I was in art school in New York City and doing only abstract, art world things. But I was longing, a part of me was longing to find a more direct expression again. And there were little signals in my life that I could look back onto, that were like seeds. And then on my last day of my last year in art school, I was helping a friend clean up in the print shop where they have glass with ink rolled out. And I picked up a paper towel and I was just about to wipe. And the very short story is that instead of wiping, I decided to play. And I
Mm,
just moved my hands on the back of the paper towel. And without even thinking, I used both hands. It
mm,
wasn't even, I actually thought I'll use a pencil and make a mark. I couldn't find a pencil. So I said, I'll just use my hands. And I just put them down on the paper towel and moved them and lifted it. And here was this organic, living gesture that the whole experience of that moment of doing it and of seeing how natural these marks were kind of blew me open. So energetically, I was really open in those moments and had sort of deeper knowings that all came in that time that I still kind of unpack over all these
yeah.
years about the way this is a process that was meant for the future and look at a new human way of expressing as we are evolving and changing, that it would match us as we evolve and be and I see how people are taking to it more and more over time. Yeah, because that was 1974.
How many years have you
So I have
practiced
had
this?
so I think it's now we're up to 52. I had my
Wow.
50th anniversary a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for sharing your wisdom with us and your experience, your practice that I believe can be a freeing practice for artists, but also for people who don't believe they are artists yet. So I'm so excited and looking forward. Thank you again for being with us.
So happy to be part of the festival. And I really look forward to being with the people who choose to join us. Make sure you get your touch drawing materials before
Yes.
before we meet, so you're ready to do it and not just watch. We really want you to, it's fully participatory experience. Yeah.
Looking forward
Thank
to see you in September.
Okay. Same here.